Hello and welcome to the Bold Talk Show. I'm Rashika Roberts and always here to tell the truth and shame the devil. Hope all of you having a fantastic Taco Tuesday. I know I am, and looking forward to being here on today. Not only because I am here to see another day, but because I have not been able to be here because, as you all know, I am, more than a radio host and podcaster. I'm a screenwriter, and this is pilot season. It was time for me to get some stuff done. So, when I get into the zone, there's no coming out until everything is completed. But that doesn't mean that I do not have messages for you. I still do. But today I couldn't wait to share the messages with you because I just really feel like a warmth around the messages today. And I feel like a lightness around the messages today because, I was thinking, not only when I first started doing this, but, my angels have been trying to guide me in a different direction. And I've been saying, how in the world am I going to be able to do that? You want me to give messages to people that, and most folks I don't know. So let me just put that out there. Most people that I give message to, I don't know. I've never had any encounters with. But the folks now that are being coming through and their guides from the other side are very well-known folks. And so I say, I don't consider myself to be a well-known folk person. And so I've been saying to Angel, how do you expect people to trust what I am saying when they don't even know who I am? How are they going to trust what I do, what I am presenting to them when they don't even know who I am? How are they going to trust? So the word trust kept coming up. How are they even going to believe me? Well, guys, Angel, they'll say some things to you and smack you a little bit in the face like they did for me. It was like they were saying, it's not so much about them trusting and believing and all of this that you keep saying. It's all about you believing and trusting yourself. When you know who you are, when you know what your life is about, and when you know why God has given certain things to you rather than other folks, then it doesn't matter what other people think. So therefore, I have to trust and believe in myself. And so for Micah, your angel guide came through this morning and she wants you to trust yourself because she says that it is time for you to live in your truth. Now, I'm not going to disclose your truth right here and right now. You know exactly what it is. She says you know exactly what it is. And when you begin to live in your truth, you will feel a sense of freedom. Friends, we all know how difficult it is to live in our truth. Right now, I live in my truth and I constantly wonder, what are people thinking about me? I don't worry about, you believing me. I don't worry about that. I know what I do and I know why I do it. But it's very difficult to live in your truth when there's so many folks who view your truth as something else. They have a totally different perspective as to what you do. So, Micah, I want you to understand that people are going to, they're going to look at you and wonder why you're making these changes, why you have this different walk, why you have this different path, and what is this journey all about? But I want you to understand, it's not for them to understand. It's your walk, it's your path, and it's your truth. And you have to believe in yourself. And it is going to be a challenging one. Like many of us, when we step out there and we have a different path for whatever reason, it is extremely difficult in the beginning. But we have to learn to believe in ourselves, who we are, what we are, and why we do exactly what we do. And so I didn't just have a message for Micah. I also have a message for someone out there who has started a business. It is so difficult to step out there and make the decision to become an entrepreneur. I've done it many times and I am still an entrepreneur to this day. And this new start, First of all, like I said before, you have to believe, first of all, that you're crazy enough to do it, that you're crazy enough to maintain a business. But one main thing that we don't really think about when we start our businesses is how people and friends and family are going to perceive us. And so whomever you are, you started a business 6 months ago and you noticed a change in your social life. This is quite normal. And many of you are listening to me and you're thinking, this is pretty much how it is. In your life, there were folks that were very close to you. There were people that you talked to. There were people that you called on. There were people that, you just had regular conversations with. Some of those folks have been avoiding you. Some of those folks are totally gone. They're missing in action. Those people that are missing were removed from your life for a reason. They were going to stand in the way of you moving forward in your business. There are also people in your life that you don't have regular contact with anymore. You had a conversation with some folks and they knew that you could start this business and they hoped that you would not. And they knew your business would do well. And so I just want to tell you, your angel guides, your angel guide does not want you to try to reconnect with some of those folks because they were only there for a season and they were removed from your life because they would have been a hindrance in you moving forward. Okay. And so I really wanted to give that message to you because I understand what it is like starting a business. For some reason, I don't know why people act as if you just you go from a startup to a millionaire overnight. That's not how it happens. It is a process. And we all know how people do. You can get a new car, people would change. You get a new business, people would change. I mean, I don't know what people are thinking. Like I told my mother-in-law the other day, I said, she was talking about getting her home. And she said, well, I figured I'd, have this house and see people and people would be coming over. I got my house and didn't see anybody. I experienced something very, very similar as well. But what we have to understand is we cannot live our lives for other folks and wondering what people are going to think and why they don't come around and why are they acting this way. Because once you start down that path of whys and wondering and, oh my gosh, I can't believe it, you are adding negativity over your own life, your own business, your own home, okay? So this is why I want to stress this point to you who started your business 6 months ago and notice a decrease in your friendships and communications. It is okay. Some of those folks will come back around. You'll notice they will come back around. But I want you to be careful in how you reconnect with them, But I don't want you to just start reaching out to people and trying to figure out where they went and reconnecting. Do not do that. Your angel wants those people to just stay out of your life because they are going to be in the way of your business moving forward. And so I hope you receive that on today. At the top of the hour, I did chat with you a little bit about, me moving into a whole new world for me, and some of you may know my job requires me to talk to celebrities all the time. And I love every moment of it. It is quite challenging because, that puts me in a space of like what I was telling you. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And so what I have been having to do is go ahead with it. Go ahead with it. Go ahead and reach out to those who are in a world much different from mine, and trust my gut. And so angels have been like, Rashika, this is what you were gifted with. And, you can take it or leave it. And so now when the messages come through, I said, they are people just like anybody else. And no matter their status or their career, whether they are multimillionaires or up and coming folks that some of us may know and some of us may not, they are people too. And just like the fact that people come through and they could be people that I know, people come through for people that I don't know. And I guarantee you that is for a reason as well. And I want you guys, even if you aren't a clairvoyant, I want you guys to understand your path can change at any time because we're multifaceted people. Trust your path and just go on with the flow. So today I'm going to be going on with the flow and giving a message to someone that is very near and dear to me. I view him as a mentor, and he is somebody that has been a part of my journey as a writer, as a screenwriter, as a creator. And, sometimes when I meet people and I talk to people, illustrators and animators, and it doesn't matter, they could work for Disney and Netflix and all different types of producers. I have talked to people whom I can tell literally through an email or a chat or a message if they are genuine. I can tell if they are coming from a good place. And with this person is always coming from a good place, always very good energy, always genuine, always open and honest and relatable. I'm very excited. If it sounds as if I am kind of taking a moment here and trying to find the words, I have all the words, but I'm so excited to be giving a message to a good friend of mine by the name of RB. And some of you will know him. I know you're going to run and try to see who in the world is RB. He is a very, very, very good person, just solid, real person. And RB, on today, I want you to know that, your angels came through on today to let you know that something is happening for you and something you've been working on, looking forward to, is going to happen sooner than you thought. And that made me so very happy, because in what I do, I always said to God, I want to learn all that I can to share all that I know. And when a person is of a certain status and they do so much for people around them, you often wonder, how can you help? How can you give back? They're doing so much. How can you give back? Because in what we do and in our industry, someone like you, RB, can get used to people just asking for things. I know I've had that, I still experience it all the time. People will kind of read your profile and they'll just ask you for things. And so I like to always try to sit and think sometimes, how can I give back? How can I offer what I have? How can I offer maybe a skill, a talent? And so with RB, it's like, how can I offer you anything? Well, I was so happy when you came to me today, when your angel guide literally came through right as I began to meditate. And I said, RB, like my RB? And I'm so excited to be able to inform you that, that thing that you have been working on, it's happening. It's been unfolding. But I want you to know it's going to happen for you much sooner than what you thought. And so I want you all to spread love and be kind, my friends.